I'd like to begin by welcoming the referees for this match. First referee, Russell Egan. And second referee, Chris Kelly. First on the starting lineup for the Adelaide Storm. Captain number 13, Beth Carey. Number 2, Sarah Gold. Number 5, Lucy Ambascia. Number 7, Georgie Anstey. Number 8, Annalise Struth. Number 14, Beth Reeve. And libero, number 15, Tara Mayland. Head coach for the Adelaide Storm, Lauren Soderberg. And our starting lineup for the Melbourne Vipers, the captain, number 19, Kelly Lee. Number 2, Monique Stojanovic. Number 6, Michaela Adam. Number 7, Tara Angemeyer. Number 22, Alyssa King-Taylor. Number 24, Georgia Tedesco. And the libero, number 16, Rochelle Sisson. Head coach for Melbourne Vipers, Michael Brookins. Second semi-final action about to get underway. The winner of this match will face the Queensland Pirates for the gold medal tomorrow. Adelaide fans, where are you? Let's hear you make some noise for the Storm. Melbourne fans, where are you?
Hello and welcome to everyone listening at home. We have the semi-final between the Melbourne Vipers and the Adelaide Storm. I'm Marty Collins, here with you this evening. Adelaide Storm are ready to serve. Adelaide have started setter in 1 with the Vipers setter in 2 with the Volleyballs captain Kel Lean. Good pass there by the libero to start the match. Beck Reeve, number 14 for the Adelaide Storm. Unlucky not to get that pancake. So another national team player, long-time national team player for about the last 7 or 8 years. And Kel Lean to serve, the Volleyballs captain. Good flat serve down the line. Caught the edge of the passing platform there by number 2, Sarah Gould. So the Storm here have elected to bring the opposite into pass and having the backcourt pass hitter Annalise Schoof not in the passing line, so perhaps she'll hit a pipe here. Georgia Tedesco with a big stuff block there. I've been really impressed watching Tedesco play this season. She's been probably the most number of blocks out of anyone. Very experienced player and reads the game really, really well. Great start here by the Vipers. Miscommunication. That's probably Kel Lean's best serve, but well dealt with by the passer. Position 6 there, Alyssa King-Taylor. Thought it was her ball, but the libero just took a step towards it, so she stopped. And number 14 for the Storm, Beck Reeve, back to serve. Great lateral pass there by Alyssa King-Taylor. We'll see Tedesco a lot today. She had a particularly good warm-up, even for her standards. Just prior to the match, I was watching her bounce some balls. So I'm sure Kel Lean, the setter, will be using her where possible. Michaela Adam just finding the net there. Possibly a bit of a low toss. Beth Carey rotating on. former Volleyball captain and 100-plus gamer for the national team. Georgie Yancey with the serve. Powerful swing by Shoof. She's had a good season so far. Started off with a good serve, drawing the overpass there. So this particular rotation, they can't do much at the passing line. The 3 people that are in. They can't shuffle it around when the setter's in 6. And Keller just swinging long. Kell with the set was a little bit off the net there for Liz. So the 17-year-old also made her debut in the national team this year, as well as the under-23s. Perfect pass by the libero. Yeah, foot just over. So Beck Reeve just had a foot on the 3-metre line as she was jumping for that. Really good dig by the middle, Anstey there. Standing around the block and taking the hard-driven ball from Kinkella.
Number 24 for Melbourne, Georgia Tesco, the service line.
So Monique Stojanovic, number 2 for the Vipers, is now rotated on to the front court. So the Vipers are very strong, all 6 rotations with their middle blockers, both 2 of the better blockers in the competition. Great high ball set by Beck Reeve, allowed Shoof to have a full swing on the ball, even though the pass was a long way off the net. And once again, Shoof's power, height and power, really helped the point there. So 5-5 in the first set. These 2 teams, I believe, split their round in the AVL League. So one team won on the Saturday, the other team won on the Sunday. Great get there by Kel. The set was pass was a little bit tight. She had to get it at best reach and get it out of her hands really fast. Good use of the middle thus far from the Vipers. So number 7, Taryn Angermeyer with the serve. Goes long. Beck Reeve with the good leave. Easiest point in volleyball is calling the ball out. That is definitely going out. Shoof back with the serve. 6-all. Good short serve, takes out the middle blocker. Big point by the Storm. It's always important if you can possibly chase that ball down, keep it off the ground, make the other team have another swing, make them earn their point, and those things can happen. A good contest between Carey and Stojanovic on the net. Carey, the veteran, even though Mon's quite experienced, got the edge there. Another good short serve by Shoof. Can really disrupt the offense with the short serve. So Vipers still looking really good signs. They stayed in their huddle a little bit longer there, just resetting here for this point. Just mistimed that. Liz went in a little bit early on that long ball. You'll see her get a lot of ball this evening, and she normally hits it pretty hard, and that's her best game. So we'll see if Kel elects with the reset, or see if she can get Monique in here. So good, nice and high off the outside hand of the blocker there, Lucy Ambakshire. So Lucy this year played in the senior national team as well, but in the libero position. Currently playing as a setter for the Storm. That's what she grew up doing in juniors. was a great up. Carey is a very good attacker at every level she's played at. She's played pro in many countries and been a big point scorer for the national team over a long time. So anytime you manage to dig one of her balls, it's really important you make the most of it. So Liz will be a little bit annoyed at herself she couldn't find the corner, but it's good to see her swing hard on that ball. Good set there by Lucy, allowing the opposite to really jump onto it. And again, setting the back row well. Rally of the game thus far, some strong attack on both sides. And Kel, pinpoint perfect set, even though it was quite a long ball behind on the slide. Good to see all areas of the court open for attack from both sides. So Monique here back to serve. She's got a very good jump float serve. Very high percentage of ace serving in international volleyball. Good flat serve there. They get the free ball here. Tedesco could be a good option. Yeah, the Storm disagree with it. It looked like the swing went wide from here, but whether it clipped the block on the way or not, the linesmen there have a much better view than I do up here. First referee, Russell Egan, a very experienced ref, and ably assisted by Christine Kelly, who's an international referee. Beck Reeve, really skillful player and very smart, hitting high off the line blocker. It's really her shot. So 11-9 to the Storm. Nice early timeout by Coach Michael Brookins. I guess he didn't see what he was liking maybe with the energy from his side compared to the Storm girls who won a couple of long points there and looked like they were just getting the momentum. But obviously at 11-9 anything can happen. So good early timeout. The Storm only have the 10 players. The 10 players here, including the libero. So they're a little bit limited with how many subs they can utilise. They have a few players that can play multiple positions though, whereas the Vipers girls have a few more players on the bench. So Coach Michael Brookins has a lot of options should he choose to use them. Oh, sorry, the Storm only have the 9 players. So 8 regular players plus Tara Malland, the libero, so it means that they can only use a maximum of 4 subs per set in a 6 sub rule. You can go on, then you can go off, then you can go back on. That's it. Important transition opportunity here for the Storm. Big swing there by Beck Reeve. Tedesco, she doesn't leave too many seams too often, so she'll be a bit annoyed she couldn't close that one, but a good rally from both sides. It's important to keep patience. A nice serve down the line here by Lucy. We'll see if she goes that again between the Kinkella seam there. He gets a negative reception there by Michaela Adam. They've called the net touch, but the ball was actually in as well. I didn't think she could squeeze it in from that angle, but she's done a really good job anyway to drop the thumb, get it around the block, and hit quite a sharp angle. So Beck Reeve, who's played a lot of volleyball against and with Caroline, pushing the passes over. Beck's got one half of the court, the other 2 passes have the other. And Tara's up to the task. Beck Reeve again over the top of blockers. A very important player in this Storm team is Beck Reeve. They need her to score a lot of points because she'll get lots of opportunities, that's for sure. Oh, great dig by the libero, turning that point around. Well, even though they lost that point, it's important. It was a really good dig there by the libero to keep that overpass swing from the Storm off the ground and make him earn it with another swing. The more chances you make the other team take, the more likely you are that they'll miss one or you'll block one. Good change-up serve, dropping it short there by Beck Reeve. (11-14) in the Storm favour.
Number 6 for Melbourne, Michaela Adam, serving 11-14.
Well dealt with by Kinkel, a little bit quick and low for her. She's a girl that does touch well over 3 metres, so you want to throw it up there and let her reach up high for it.
That ball catching the line.
Storm once again, a little bit upset by the call. It was one that looked like it was going to go out off the hand, but from up here, and it's not a great spot, it did look like it dropped in though, so the linesman right on that. Good call. Yeah, Shoof once again, looking really good when she's taking it as high as she can and hitting it hard. Kinkeller and Lean just still working on their connection here. They've played a lot together, so I'm sure they'll work it out. 15-12 to the Storm. Oh, great one-handed set by Lean. Beck Reeve, a little bit annoyed. She got there a bit quicker than she might have thought. She could have dug it instead of elected to use the pancake. Interesting matchup once again here with Carey and Stojanovic, two of the national team middle blockers. Good timeout by Coach Lauren Soderberg. They still have a 1 point lead on the scoreboard, so as the girls come off, they still see that and they might be a little bit more confident rather than waiting until you're down to call the timeout. Both sides haven't quite completely found their rhythm in defence yet. The attacking has been good, and the attack stats would look good, but I'm sure both teams would be thinking they can definitely get more digs here. So each coach still has one timeout to use, and all of their subs. So in these tight sets, it might be interesting if one of the coaches elects to use a player, specialist serving sub or blocking sub or defensive sub. One little play could really change the course of the set. Oh, great high ball by Lean. Good intent by Alyssa Kinkeller to get there. On those tight ones though, she might look at using a different solution there, going for a wipe or a tool, rather than trying to hit through.
Sarah going back to serve, score 16-14.
Sarah Gould with the serve. The left-handed opposite for the Storm. It's been pretty effective so far. Beth Carey, good fast lockout right in front of Monique there. Read it perfectly. So as Monique was hitting that ball, she couldn't see the hands, and as she was making contact, Carey's hands just popped over the net and had her hands all over it. Good swing. That really was opened up by the width of the set, allowing the hitter to have either option. Taryn Angermeyer. Storm still in the lead by 2 though. So we'll probably see Carey used on the 1 foot slide if the pass is there. Stays in front, the ball was off the net. And once again, Carey is a bit on the late side, but as Alyssa Keller swinging on the ball, there was no hands there. And then as she's making contact, Beth Carey pops over those hands nice and late. So it's better to be a little bit too late rather than too early when you're blocking. Important 3-point lead here for the Storm. Big swing by Stojanovic. 2 blockers went with it, but hit well inside. Probably one of the bigger hits you'll see this evening. She works very hard in the gym, Monique. Allows her to bang a ball like that. Just wide. Looked like a good contact. And sub coming.
Substitution for the Vipers, number 22, off.
So Lukic coming on. Fresh back from representing the Australian under-18 team in the Philippines. She's playing over there as a libero. She is a bit of a... She does play front court for this Vipers team as well, but she's very effective in the back court. Good swing there by Adam. Libero read that well. Lukic would get credited with the kill there, but Storm would be very disappointed. That we call that a campfire. Everyone's just standing around it, putting their hands out, warming them up, rather than someone digging the ball. That would have been a handy 4-point lead for the Vipers, but now they have to face the Stojanovic serve. Good tempo there from Lucy, the setter. The defense was up to it though. And Michaela Adam, from what I've seen, is quite adept at using the block for her advantage. So looking to go off the block and out rather than looking to score on the wood. Very effective mode of scoring. So the other setters come on for the Storm. Elkie Jarvis. It's funny how often that happens. Just something, little changes on the other side of the net, little delay in the game, forces or helps possibly to force the error. Reverses the sub straight away. So Lucy's back to the back row now and back at serving. And Elkie Jarvis, while she didn't touch the ball, did a job. They got the side out. 2018, Storm's favour. Back to the starting rotations for both sides. Luckily the opposite was awake there. The passers didn't think it was going to go in, but it was clearly dropping in. Adam went for that sharp angle like she got before, but couldn't quite get it across over the net. Still a timeout for both sides and quite a few subs up their sleeves if they so choose. Good flat serve by Lucy.
Michaela Adam with the power across court.
So side out game for Storm. Let's keep their 2-point lead or extend it. Great angle there by Taryn. And good recognition on that earlier play to hit it on 2. That's a good angle. So the block might have to step in and adjust to that if she's going to rip it across her body. But that might open up the line for her as well. 1-point game. Great tempo on the set. Good to see the B in the women's game. So setter in one. See if they run Tedesco on the slide like they did last time. Staying in front. Both teams have been quite good at finding the sidelines and the corners so far. Kinkella back on the front court. Lukic did a good job there, playing across the back. So you got the big blocking and attacking presence of Kinkella across the front. Just looking for a ball at the moment. They do have a few spares down there they can use if they can't find the main one, but they've found it. Most of these players aren't used to playing a 3-ball system, so we're not super used to it. Yeah, Shoof once again. Very effective. Lucy might look at getting her even more ball as they go along. She's been going high off the block and scoring pretty consistently. 23-21. Important side out for the Vipers. Carey again on the joust. Just locked her arms there, locked her shoulders, locked her elbows. No one's going to push through that.
That brings up set point for Adelaide, 24-21.
Couple of set points here for the Storm. All right, free ball coming. Who will Kel go to? Beth Carey all over it at the moment, reading it very well. We're in a perfect position here right at the side, so you can see how far across the net she's getting. So it's not necessarily how high above the net you get when you're blocking, it's how many centimetres you can reach over the net to take away the opposition hitting angles. So first set to the Storm. Second set will start in 2.5 minutes. We're back here at the Carrara Indoor Sports and Leisure Centre starting the second set. Adelaide Storm took the first set pretty comfortably in the end. It was point for point early, and then the last third, the Storm broke away. It's been very tight between these two teams though. Adelaide had an interesting season. They went between 3-0 wins and 3-0 losses, so they might be one of their hot nights tonight. Setter and one for both squads, and the same starting 7 for both. Good option there by Tedesco. Would have been a tough one for her to try and set. Made the right call. Beck Reeve just didn't seal the net there. Too far away. Went down the front. Great high ball there by Lucy Embekshire. Turning that low quick pass into a very hittable ball. It's really important that everyone does their best to better the ball.
Go to the server side. One piece.
So Beck Reeve often serves to the position 5 area of the court. Well, perfect pass there, good set. I'm sure Adam will have the next one. Possibly a really good spot there by Shoof, just showing the ball width of line, and Adam couldn't hit it that time. Really difficult serve to deal with. It goes flat, but manages to land on about 4.5 metres. The dropper. So the passing line for the Vipers, a bit more of an arc now. Kinkella steps up. It's about the first time they've managed to stop Shoof so far.
Georgia has defined the baseline out of system.
4-1 now to the Storm. Could be time for an early timeout here. So Adelaide look very up and about, really positive body language. Vipers didn't come into their huddle like they normally do that time. Another good call by the lineswoman, right on it there. So hitter went into the block, then the block out into the stick. Perfect high ball from Tara Mallon, the libero. Also a national team libero this year. Good close there by Tedesco, all over it. Tara will be disappointed she missed that one, just popped up. Instead of staying low and getting a platform to it. Pretty important point in the scheme of things. They wouldn't have wanted to go down 6-1, the Vipers. Storm have to side out at this point to really capitalise that good run that they had. As you can see, the Storm still coming in for their huddle. Really positive body language. Chins are up, shoulders are back. First ref, Russ Egan, 100% correct on that one, I believe. From this position, looked like all net, not off the block. So as quickly as that, it's back to 5-all. One action away from potentially being 6-1 down. Now it's back to 5-all. So good timeout by Lauren Soderberg.
Scores level of 5, timeout called by the Storm.
A lot of hitting power on both sides. So as this game goes along, it'll be interesting to see what they might do with their service game if they want to try and take out one particular player or one half of the court. If the middles are really dominant, do they serve a bit short to see if they can interrupt their run? Both teams will know each other well. They've played each other twice before, and a lot of the players have played each other and with each other many times over the past. Good set there by Lane to change of direction.
Through the cross court. Number 6.
So substitution coming here for the Storm.
6-5. In substitution for Adelaide. Coming off court number 2, Sarah Gould. Onto court number 4, Elkie Jarvis.
So Elkie Jarvis on, swinging it opposite. Another good serve there by Adam. Good non-call by the ref. That was a good enough set. Definitely getting a workout tonight, the refs. A lot of close calls have to be in the game. I'm not sure how many games these refs had to do. They've definitely done at least 1 or 2 prior. Good to see him still on the ball. Yep, just dropped in, just in front of the line. Still, I think the Vipers have another gear here to go with their offense. Get a little bit better connection on all their touches and allow their hitters to have the 100% swing at the ball as often as possible. Perfect pass by Beck Reeve. Honestly, one of the better passes we've produced in this country, so they might want to start serving someone else. With the national team, sometimes we didn't mind first pass of the game. The opposition would usually serve setter in 1, and Beck used to start near first pass of the game. She might do a bad pass, and the other team might serve her for the rest of the game, and we were very confident if she did one bad pass, there probably wasn't going to be too many more coming. Great height there by Tara. So good to see some tactics getting employed there. Perfect pass, both Monique and Alyssa Kinkella went straight out, followed Beth Carey out. If Lucy elected to go in front, Schoof would have had a one-on-one, Annalise Schoof. But Carey being such a strong attacker, you have to put some resources on it. Much more upbeat now, the Vipers. Good to see. Likewise, good to see the Storm girls holding their huddle, having a good chat. How are they going to get this next point? Monique had been reading the play well. First time she followed Carey out, it was a double block, so she anticipated that the next set Lucy was going to go outside, away from the double, and she'd followed the ball out and had a double block out on Schoof. Good take there by Carey. She was prepared for it. A bit indecisive there. Wasn't sure whether it was in or out. Threw some arms at it. But Rochelle Syson, the libero from the Vipers, having good games, getting in some really good spots and getting some tough digs off the hard-driven balls. Still a 2-point game to the Vipers. Beck Gray, very adept at using the block for her gain. Started with a great dig there by Shoof and 6. So we'll see what Colleen decides to do here. Whether she goes Mon behind on a slide or not required. Or sets Adam to try and use the Adelaide Storm setter's block, Lucy's block. Yeah, well in, just inside the line, but it's pretty clear. Good put away by Tedesco. So Monique's got quite a dangerous serve. Important that they don't let her get on a run here. Seen her get 4 aces in an international in a row before. Yeah, great shot. Good set by Lucy, allowing Beck Reeve to go line. She does like a line. Loves running from inside the court to the outside. Has all the power going towards that line. Keller, great pass. That's a big point. Lucky let off there for the Vipers.
Vipers maintain their 3-point lead, 14-11. Captain Kevin Lane for service line.
Usually call that one a coach killer. Unfortunately, they have to give away the free ball. So as I was saying before, it's really important if you can keep that ball off the ground and make the other team play. They might miss that second swing or that third swing. Nice 4-point lead here for the Vipers. Much better body language from the girls, and they've really started finding a better rhythm in attack. Getting a full swing on the ball. So Coach Lauren Soderberg for the Storm, she's used one sub, so she's only got one more player she can bring on, and she can reverse the current sub. Colleen, watch the serve down the line. Just long. So great time out there by the Adelaide Storm. Get the cheap point. That hasn't been their best rotation tonight so far. Setter and 1 for the Vipers. I'm sure they'll be glad to see the back of it. Great swing by Shoof. Good setting on both sides of the net, allowing the hitters to have a full swing at the ball. See if Colleen uses Tedesco on good reception. She's been pretty effective. Yeah, tricky one. Sometimes you might get away with if you have dug the ball, but if someone else may have touched it, you can just act like you haven't and take the second ball, and often the refs might play it on. And once again, Beck Reeves been up to the job on reception thus far.
Finding cross-court hands. Substitution for the Storm, number 4.
So the Storm reversing the sub.
Back on the court, number 2, Sarah Gould.
Sarah Gould back on. So Elkie Jarvis played the full 6 rotations, and they've made the sub back in setter in 6. So Gould, the left-hander, swinging from the right side.
Angemeyer again with authority.
Good little wrist snap on top of the ball, getting it inside 3 metres. It's always fun to do, I'm told. And once again, perfect reception from Beck Reeve, allowing Lucy to run any attack she wanted to. Positive error there by Shoof. She saw the ball, she got her feet to it, backed herself in, just hit it wide. Well read by the Vipers, had 2 blockers on it. Great outer system set there by the Vipers, allowing Kinkella to hit it high off the block. With the experience of the Storm here with Carey and Reeve, 2 of the more experienced players we have still playing in our country on the women's side, holding the girls together and having a good chat. I'm sure Monique would like that one back again. Touch there by Tara on the sharp angled ball by Kinkella. Good rally from both sides, some good defence getting shown played. Sometimes these tight sets can be determined on who can turn around some of those half-up situations and make a good second contact, any player on the court, not just the setter, allowing their team to have a swing on the ball instead of having to give away an easy ball. So Tedesco has been serving well at the service line. Commentator's curse, unfortunately for her. That can be the pressure when you are serving at a team and they're doing a good job on the passing front. So Reeves been getting a lot of the reception and doing a good job. You might try and go for something you don't have. Another lucky let off from the Vipers. Good serve through the overpass. Shoof unable to put it away. Vipers just clarifying who was serving. Liz was keen to get back to the line, but she's got another row of front court. And Shoof using that block. Really underutilised scoring shot in the women's game, the block out. Hitting it really hard off the first hand or the fourth hand of the double block, or first hand or the sixth hand of the triple block. Hard off that outside hand where there aren't too many defenders. Comfortable lead here. Got a couple of good serves, and they'll be right back in it here, the Storm. And Chloe Jarvis entering the game for Annalise Shoof.
Substitution for the Storm, Chloe Jarvis is serving.
Good flat serve. Oh, great save there by Kel to keep it in play. International corner, we call it, the deep cross-court corner. Always tough to dig. And obviously the longest angle on the court. For someone like this who can touch about 3 metres 10 or so, she takes it at her best reach and hits it deep. It's travelling, crossing the net quite a long way above it, taking the block out of the equation. Good up there by Lean, almost got wiped from Reeve. A good decision there by Adam to receive the free ball rather than to jump up and hit it. She thought it was a little bit far off the net.
Substitution for the Vipers here, number 19, where they're stepping off.
So Caitlin Waterfall entering the game for the first time, on for Captain Kel Lean.
First time, number 11, Taylor Waterfall.
Good dropping serve there by Beth Carey. So 2 points away from taking the set, the Vipers. Whatever happens this set, it's really important the Storm do finish it off well. We'll see if they can get a little bit of momentum back for the next set. Their body language is still looking quite positive, which is encouraging to see. Good rally from both sides. Good contest between attack and defence.
Set point for the Vipers, 24-17.
Unlucky there, Beck Reeve, just going inside the block, but the linesman's called it just wide. So one set apiece here. Strong set, strong bounce back set by the Vipers. Storm still showing good signs here. Still looking very aggressive. Hate to call it this early, but I do think it'll be a 5-setter. Two quality teams looking to get into the gold medal game. The Melbourne side's a new franchise this year, but many of the girls from the team have won the national championships the last 4 or 5 years in a row. I've kind of lost count. See you in a few minutes for the third set. Welcome back to the third set. Tight game here, one set apiece. Winner gets to play for gold. Adelaide, I think they were 5th or 6th last year. So they've been out of the medals for a year or two. So they'll be very keen to get back into that gold medal game. And the Vipers in their first year as a new franchise in the revamped Australian Volleyball League Super League, looking to make the final as well. So same 6 or starting 7 as we call it now that we have the libero for both sides. Setter in 1 for the Storm, but setter in 5 for the Vipers. So teammates there, Stojanovic and Reeve, just catching up, having a bit of a yarn. Might be sharing some dinner plans. Good option. Managed to run with no one at home. Should be disappointed she missed that one. Good flat serve by Anne Backshare down the line. Good decision by Shoof there. She would have been over the line if she jumped and hit it. It was a good rally. Disappointing end there, but it was a good rally with some good signs from both sides. Kinkella looking a little bit ginger after that. She's a fierce competitor though. I'm sure she'll bounce back and get the next one. Another good call by the linesman. Looked flush line from up here. Good things happen when you look to hit the ball pretty hard. Get a lot of topspin and that ball can really drop. So with the different starting position for the two teams, for the Vipers team starting setter and 5, some different matchups this set. So we'll see a little bit less of Stojanovic versus Carey. But Vipers electing to start setter and 5. So Stojanovic straight across the front early on. Beck Reeves throwing a little bit low on that one. Should be annoyed at herself. Has been serving really well and really precisely at that seam number 3, as we call it, between the position 6 and position 5 passer. So Carey entering always brings a big positive energy and presence to the court. Great get there by Shoof.
Kelly Lee smarts it through.
But once again, Storm really making the Vipers work hard there. They had to have a few good swings before they won the point. So Storm going for about a 2.5 passer system, with Beck Reeves taking about half the court, Tara about 30 or 40%, and Sarah Gould just taking the line sliver.
Banging into the corner there on the serve. 4 points apiece.
And bringing Shoof back in here, so going with back to a 4 passer. The two outside passes just taking a small part each. Yeah, technically such a good blocker, Tedesco. Reads the game well, but then has fast arms over the net. On approach there, so most hitters favour hitting on approach. Some hitters favour hitting away, but if you don't know what they're going to do, take them on approach. Good opportunity here for the Storm. Great dig there by Rochelle, the libero. Full-blooded swing there from Beth Carey. Doesn't often get dug. Rochelle was up to the task, threw the one hand at it. Great side out by Shoup. Full service, pass and the hit. It's had some power behind if Rochelle Seiss and the libero couldn't handle it. She's been digging most things coming her way. Kel's done a great job to kill it from there. Both Lean and the libero, they really need to let her jump onto it more. She's jumping from about 3.5, 4 metres. You want to get her so she's jumping just behind that 3 metre line, jumping forward and hitting it about 2.5, 2 metres away from the net. And she'll be even more effective. Another good serve there by Michaela Adam. It's been good for points. Most times she's gone back to serve. A double contact called. Confident call by Beth Carey to take the set. Had some spin on it. Wasn't the worst set you'll see, but if that's the standard, it'll be important that the ref stays consistent. And again, Kinkella's been good at hitting that deep, well, it's not even really the corner, just the last metre of the court. Position 6 for the Storm, might have to adjust. Maybe position 5 as well. Four-point lead, so timely timeout for the Storm. So Coach Lauren Soderberg, with only the two substitute plays, she can only make a maximum of 4 subs per set. So she has to be quite tactical about what she might be able to do. 2 timeouts, 2 extra players she can bring on. And first ref Russ Egan calling the players back on. They've had their 30 seconds. Michael Brookins still has some final instructions for the Vipers team. One of the funny things about our sport, volleyball, so they've had a bit of a delay of the game, just a verbal warning, but it often takes a little bit longer to warn the team than perhaps the delay was. Going back to the free pass with a shoof out. All the luck and momentum at the moment, the Vipers. Adam doing a great job serving flat, and when you're serving flat, sometimes that will happen. And obviously that can happen too. So Beth Carey going back to serve. She's played many places over the world. Played in the Philippines most recently. Not last season, the season before. Germany before that. I'm probably forgetting a few other countries as well. Good rally. Both sides had their chances. If you remember a bit early on in the rally, Reeve did a really good bump set over to Shoof in front of that 3 metre line, allowing Shoof to jump onto the ball. Vipers are up to it and had a transition opportunity of their own. Tedesco back to serve. Cracking serve. Really good contact. You could see from this side on view that ball just dropped out of nowhere. Tough to deal with. So Elkie Jarvis coming back on for Sarah Gould. So one of the 4 substitutions down that Coach Lauren Soderberg can make this set. Great high pass there, straight off the bench. And not only is it important to pass accurately where you want to go, but if you pass it high, then especially your middle blockers got a lot of time to have their biggest and best approach and be on time. Your outside hitters can get their best approach getting wide, and then the setter can speed up the play. Lucy Mbekshire back to serve. The volley-roo. Back playing in a previous position, a setting. Good change of direction there. Good powerful swing there. You'll see once again, finding the corner. The Storm might have to look at adjusting their system here. So maybe 6 goes a bit further back and swings more to that corner. And their off blocker could come over and play tip cover. Yeah, Monique went for the double tap up top rather than blocking it, coming down on your side, getting under it and digging it up. Enough time left in this set for the Storm to claw back here. 15-9 scoreline at the moment. Smart shot there by Kinkella. Took what was on offer. Line defender was quite short, so the deep line was open. Another good call by the linesman, just floated long. Perfect pass by Tara Melland. Current volley-roo libero, or one of the current volley-roo liberos. Nice tempo pipe there from Lucy to Beck Reeve. You see that more in the men's game, but it's becoming more apparent in the women's game.
Time call by Melbourne, scores 17-10.
17-10, still a good gap here for the Vipers. They just have to play a side-out game. Side out first time, and then the Storm can't catch back up. So Coach Michael Brookins hasn't used too many subs yet in this set. Obviously everything's been going pretty well, but if he does need to, he's got plenty on board there. Whereas the Storm, a few less players here this round or for finals. So the girls on the court will mostly have to figure it out here. Good job there by Monique to stay out of the net and get her feet to it. Yeah, listen there, she's just got to keep backing herself and swinging as hard as she can on that ball. Vipers have to keep creating those chances to get a bit closer to the net though, in attack. Coach Michael Brookins giving some instruction here to the setter, Colleen. Not required, they get the easy point there. So often happens when you set something up, you want to change something, you don't get the chance to put it into practice. So, wise choice here from the Storm, going straight with 4 passes against this Stojanovic serve. Good block there by Beth Carey, well read. And Adam once again off that outside hand. Her main mode of scoring, very effective. 8-point game here. Vipers looking very comfortable. Good to see the Vipers men here in attendance, adding to the atmosphere. They've got a big bronze medal match tomorrow. Shoof once again using her best possible reach there. Getting a lot of power there from not the biggest approach.
Alcantara serving, score 12-19.
Possibly lucky to get away from that one, but good to see Russ Egan letting the ball fly. Yeah, Adam showing she's got a range of shots. She's got thumb up to go off the outside hand of the block, or she can drop that thumb and go inside the block as well. Important as a hitter, you've got multiple ways of scoring. Another good call there by the linesman on it. Good set there by Lucy, allowing Shoof to attack the line, just hitting wide. So Lean, we'll see if she goes back down the line at Reeve. And good change up. Neither team's hasn't tipped too much today, so both teams probably expecting the hard-driven ball. So the 80-20 rule, maybe 80% of the time you bang it hard, 20% looking to change up, catch the other team off guard. A great high ball set, allowing Beck Reeve to have a full swing from a pretty tough situation where that first ball ended up.
Adelaide still serving 14-21.
They need to convert that. Blocker Carey's in a great position. Made Tedesco tip over the top. They couldn't convert a dig there. Need to get on a run if they want to come back this set. Yeah, experienced player there, Tedesco. Didn't try and overhit it, just played it straight to the space. Both worth a point, whether you push it into a space or bounce it into a space. So Coach Michael Brookins setting up that little combo play. You would have seen the opposite come around. So an A3 and a black. Colleen choosing to set the outside ball, the black, the second tempo. And Beth Carey. In my time involved with the national team, most of her aces have come from that shorter serve. She disguises it very well. Good cover there by Anne Backshire. Disappointing end to a really good rally. So both teams' attack is going for offhands. The blockers were able to control it, so both sides could get into transition. Attack-wise, they just need to block off hands or block out is a great option. They just need to be going for the outside hand rather than the middle of the block. So at this level, middle blockers on this court are very good. They're going to be closing on these high ball situations. So there's not going to be a gap there, or there definitely shouldn't be a gap there. So they need to be taking on that first hand, going off there, and see if they can bounce it off the block into the player's bench. It'll be very difficult to dig there. So still a comfortable lead here for the Vipers. Better timing there by Kinkella. She had a nice long approach and start creeping in too early. A bit of a change up, an inside ball there to Reeve. And just out off Monique. She read it well. So save one set point there, the Storm. And Backshire back to serve. Beautiful lateral pass there by Adam. Bit of a combo ball in there, the A4. The Vipers take a handy 2-1 lead. Still positive body language here by the Storm, so they might be down, but they're definitely not out. See the beginning of the fourth set in just a few minutes. fourth set about to start here at Carrara between the Adelaide Storm and Melbourne Vipers. Storm need to win this set to push it to a fifth, or they'll find themselves in the bronze medal match tomorrow against the Canberra Heat. And Vipers need to close this one out. If they are successful in this game, they'll go to the gold medal game, where they've won the past 6 titles as the Uni Blues, and now with the new franchise, the Melbourne Vipers, will be arguably going for their 7th. Great intent shown by both teams. Really good to see both teams have 100% swings at the ball. Good set there by Lucy to find Beth Carey on that slide. Beth just brought it down a little bit low, allowing the blockers to have a chance. So at this stage of the game, they've been testing each other out for 3 full sets now. Both coaches might have some really clear tendencies on what the other team might want to be doing. So I see assistant coach Glenn Trenbath down there with the Piranha Sports app on the go. There might be some tendencies they've picked up. Should have been covered there by the Vipers. Tedesco's not happy with herself, but probably almost any of them could have got it. It's important Kinkella keeps swinging hard, and if she gets it at her best reach, going for that last metre of the court, the block won't be involved. It's one of our young, exciting prospects coming through. Made a national team debut this year at just 17 years of age. And much better deep swing there by Kinkella. The ball was a bit quicker on Schoof than what she was expecting. So setter in 3 here early on for the Storm. We got Carey and Reeve in the front row along with Lucy. So 3 national team players.
Beth Carey on the tee quick.
So see Beth Carey get used a lot when she's across the front row. Very, very good at hitting all the variations off 1 foot. A nice little round arm swing. Gets a lot of power. Stojanovic just as effective there, pushing the ball to some space. Also quite adept off the 1 foot, both the short variation and long variation to the stick. Moves very fast laterally, so you'll see Lean, the setter, set her quite a fast ball behind, and Stojanovic really speed up on it. So great serve there by Kinkella, acing Rebecca Reeve. So at this year's Asian Championships, I think she was only 2% error, which is unheard of at that level. Good save there by the libero. Good start by both teams. This I sense could be a tight set. Storm looking good here. Lucy Ambakshire using all areas of the court to attack, and the Storm hitters are looking to score every swing that they have. They're not going to go down without a fight here, that's for sure. Adam block out again. I know she's been working hard at that. Down with the Heidelberg club. Good to see it paying off here with lots of points on the scoreboard. Good dig up there by Kinkella. So a much better set. Liz was a fraction late, but at least the ball was in front. So Lean really led her there, so she could really run onto it and jump onto it. Rebecca Reeve has to keep on transitioning there. We have a camp, Volleyroos camp in a couple of weeks. We'll keep on working on that. So 7-3, good lead here by the Vipers. Stojanovic can really get on a roll from the service line. She's got both the straight down the line and that sharper angled ball. Commentator's curse, unfortunately, there for Mon, or Monocle, as she likes to be called, one of her nicknames. So Tedesco might be on a front slide here. I think Kel called her for a B. Yep, coming in that angled approach. So that used to be more common play in years gone by, particularly in Asia. You still see it occasionally in some of the places we play. It can be effective when you're not used to playing against it. So coming along the net rather than towards the net as what attackers normally do. Great blocking presence out there, Tedesco. Not too many one-on-ones are open when she's across the front line. (10-4), very handy lead. Good timeout by Lauren Soderberg. Vipers girls really started getting the momentum there. Things like the Kinkella hitting the ball into the top of the tape and it dribbles over. Always seems to be when one team has a momentum, all the luck goes their way. Experienced side, this Storm team. They'll have a fight back here for sure. There's enough volleyball left in this set to catch back up. Captain Carey having a good chat to Coach Soderberg here. What they might be able to do, what they could change, what they could tinker with. Another good time out there. Important row setter and one for the Vipers. Probably been their worst row. I don't have the statistics on me. That's what my eyes have told me. Easy out for them there though. And Lukic coming on. Lukic coming on for Adam. Adam's been doing a great job from the service line, but here she is. She's over seeing the physio for a little bit of treatment. Paintbrush attack, probably the most effective attack in volleyball. Very hard to read off the hand, as it is a miss hit. Not giving the defenders much of a chance there. Great high ball set and swing there by the Storm with Shoof hitting. important rally there for the Storm. Can get a lot of momentum back just by winning those long rallies when both teams have their chances. The Vipers definitely had some chances there. They couldn't quite convert. It's good to see Colleen receive a hard-driven ball down the line on that wrist. She missed the last Asian Champs with a broken wrist, so good to see she's fine now, 100%. Yeah, great ball there by Colleen, finding a solution from that pass to get it to the hitter she wanted to. And unsurprisingly, there was no block on that one-handed backwards slide set. So Monique, great spot there and timing. Surprising that her two fellow blockers didn't step in and help her out, especially against a dominant hitter like Beck Reeve, but Mon was up to it one-on-one. Great high ball by Beck Reeve. Unfortunately, Shoup hadn't transitioned as much as she could have. Beck Reeve's got an uncanny ability to putting the ball on the spot in those tough situations. Good point there by Beth Carey, or BC, as her friends call her. Substitution here for the Storm. Shoup off, Chloe Jarvis on. See what Chloe Jarvis can do from the service line. 6-point game. Win now, this set for the Storm. Or go to the bronze medal match tomorrow. Great deep there by Lukic off a full-blooded Reeve swing. So can play a few positions, pass hitter and libero. And Caitlin Waterfall coming on for Colleen.
Number 19, Colleen stepping off. Back up to court, number 11, Caitlin Waterfall.
Former Junior Oz rep, who had a year or two off, and it's great to see her back out there playing, having a good season, both in the AVL and the Victorian State League. Yeah, probably her favourite ball, that long slide. Beth Carey's got a lot of options from back there, and it's a perfect set there by Lucy to really throw it up there and let Beth reach up and take it at her best reach.
Substitution for Adelaide, number 5, Lucy Ambrosio stepping off. Number 2, Sarah Gould back on.
So Lucy off, Sarah Gould on. I think we'll probably see Elkie Jarvis set here. So now we have a back row setter, so a 3 front row hitter, or 3 hitter front row. It's important here the Vipers just keep their discipline. It's only a 5-point game. That can change in a minute. Didn't quite get the timing there, Beth Carey, unfortunately. is good at serving that short serve, which if you don't get the ace, it doesn't matter. You can really disrupt the opposition offense. Good flat serve by Kinkella, drawing the error.
Substitution reversed for Adelaide. Sarah Gore stepping off, Lucy Albert back to court.
So Lucy back on to serve. 17-11 to the Vipers. Nice set there, allowing Lukic to go the line. Storm created the chance, overpass off the serve, and they couldn't put it away. So at this stage of the game, with a 7-point deficit, every half chance they can create, they have to be able to take if they've got any chance of coming back in this set. Great dig there by Tara at the one arm. Good set there by Waterfall, allowing Kinkella to jump onto it.
Substitution being reversed for the Vipers.
So Adam coming back for Lukic. Lukic had a productive time out on the court.
Macri serving for Adelaide, scored 12-18.
And again, Adam block out. So something in the future you might have to look at. You might have to look at down balling a bit more often, or jumping up and pulling the hands down when she's a long way off the net, because she's been pretty deadly going off the hands. And reversing the other sub, Coach Michael Brookins. So Captain Colleen back out there for Caitlin Waterfall. Some nice tempo and width when she was out there. It's important Storm keep staying aggressive here. It's the only way they'll get back in the games, by winning a lot of points. Nice side out there. Perfect pass. They've been struggling with the Adam serve all night, so it was important to side out first time. Jarvis to serve. They might go Kinkella here in this particular rotation. Great serve, serving some space. Quick time out there. Still has a comfortable lead, but not taking any chances, Coach Michael Brookins. It's always good to see. It's a player run timeout, this one, so Captain Colleen's got the girls in and giving some advice. Do like to see that. And positive signs too here by the Storm, looking upbeat. There's some really class players out there. They can score in bunches here. Apply some pressure from the serve. Make the Vipers earn their side out through good play. That's good by Lucy, taking out the setter. Great chase down. It's a shame from the Storm. We had a great chase down there by Jarvis. One arm to lay out and hooked it back around. You see the penetration there from Monique Stojanovic. Straight over the net. Put her hands around the ball, and the hitter, Jarvis there, Chloe Jarvis, didn't really have too many options, even though it was a good situation. A chance here for the Storm. So, good tool there by Carey. Kinkella tried to sell it, but she wasn't upset when the linesman called it, so must have got a cheeky little touch. Storm here, I think they've gone for an illegal substitution. Lucy's she started on, she went off, and she went back on, so she's out there. There's no other subs can be done. So, unfortunately, in the 6 sub rule, it's called the 6 sub rule, but you have basically 2 entries per pair of players. So, with only the 2 spare players, so they're 8 normal players plus the libero, they can actually only use 4 subs per set as their maximum, with a player going on, then off, and that's it. Good spot there by Tara to dig that corner ball. And Stojanovic with another block. Was the 3rd top scorer for the Volleyroos this season so far. Impressive effort for a middle blocker, so don't get as many sets as the outsides. And Vipers do it. 3-1 win over the Adelaide Storm. Some really good, tough volleyball at times from both teams. Vipers a bit too consistent, and they got over the top. As the game went along, they controlled the Storm a bit more from the service line, and the Storm struggled at times to side out or to get their middle blockers involved, who are quite strong. So the Vipers will meet the Queensland Pirates tomorrow in the gold medal match. It's the Queensland Pirates women's team first gold medal match for a few years, and the Melbourne Vipers first as a franchise, because they're a new franchise this year, but the 7th year in a row that one of the Victorian teams, or the Uni Blues, are going for the gold medal in the Australian Volleyball League. So pretty amazing effort from the Vipers, as is the Queensland Pirates men, who are playing in there. They've made every final since 2012. So some dominant teams on both sides. See you all tomorrow. Thanks for listening.